When it really comes down to it, most people are incorporating cardio sessions to burn more body fat. And the reason is obvious. When performed correctly, cardio can definitely be a great tool to help increase your caloric deficit so you can lose weight and lower your body fat percentage faster. But the truth is most people don't exactly love doing cardio, and whether you love it or not, there are ways that you could highly increase the efficiency as well as the results that you'll get from your cardio sessions. That's why in this video, I want to show you 5 very powerful ways that allow you to burn much more fat in less time with your cardio training sessions. By incorporating these methods that I'm about to go over, you'll be able to spend at least half the amount of time that you normally spend on cardio while getting the same amount of results. The first and one of my favorite ways to get more out of your cardio workouts is with density sets. There are a lot of ways that you could use density sets for fat loss, but I want to go over the basic principles that you'll need to understand and know to start doing this right away. First, you want to select at least 3 to 4 exercises that don't directly compete with each other because you'll be performing these exercises back to back. What I mean is you don't want to select, let's say, squats, lunges, and squat jumps as your 3 exercises because all 3 will work your legs, giving your body no time to recover between the exercises. Not only will this force you to take a break faster, but you'll also be performing at a lower intensity than you actually can be because your muscles will still be tired from the previous exercise. So we want to combine exercises like barbell squats, rows, and military presses, for example, because squats will work your lower body, your legs, rows will work your back and your biceps, and military presses will work your shoulders and triceps. Or, if you don't have access to gym equipment, you can combine something like walking lunges, push-ups, and sprawls. Again, all of these exercises should work at least slightly different muscle groups. Next, you'll set up a timer for 5 minutes. You could set up longer intervals like 10 minutes as well, but you'll most likely have to take more breaks in between your exercises and in between your sets. Once you start the timer, you want to perform each exercise for a set amount of reps. 10 reps for each exercise is a great place to start. Once you complete 10 reps for one exercise, you want to move to the next one right away with no break. After you complete all 3 or 4 exercises, you want to repeat them again, trying to take either no break or as short of a break as possible. The goal is to complete the most rounds you possibly can within the 5 minutes. And each time that you do the workout, your goal is to try to increase the amount of rounds that you could do as compared to last time. Like I already said, you can do this with weights or without weights, although you'll probably burn more calories with weights. When using weights, some people like to pyramid up, but I recommend warming up and then pyramiding down. So after warming up, you would start each exercise with a heavy weight load and then you would drop the weight each round. The primary goal is to keep moving between exercises at a fast pace. So after the first round, you might have to drop the weight by up to even 50% to avoid taking a break. The next round, you might only drop it by 25% and the following round only by 10%. You want to drop the weight by just enough to keep moving between the exercises without having to take a break. And if you have to take a break, try to keep the break as short as possible. At the end of the 5 minutes, you could take a longer break, like 2 minutes long, and then move on to another circuit made up of different exercises for another 5 minutes. Just 3 of these 5-minute density circuits will be enough to burn a significant amount of calories. Another method that will help you burn more fat is the 30-30 drill. This is a variation of Tabata style training that is very simple to understand and to set up. You would perform an exercise for a high intensity burst for 30 seconds and then switch to a moderate intensity for another 30 seconds, then back to the high intensity. And you would just switch back and forth, aiming for a total of 15 minutes. You're going to get exhausted fast with this drill, so occasionally instead of a moderate or a high intensity interval, you could throw in a lower intensity interval to catch your breath. So an example of this would be switching between sprinting and jogging on the treadmill, and then when you need to throw in a break for like 30 seconds, you could do a 30-second round of walking on the treadmill. You can obviously do this with all cardio machines, but the 30-30 drill can also be done with almost any exercise. You could use a battle rope or a slam ball, for example, where you slam as fast as you can for 30 seconds and then slow down to a moderate pace for the other 30 seconds. This is also a great drill to do on a boxing bag. You could do a 30-second speed interval where the only goal is to throw as many punches as fast as possible, followed by 30 seconds of a moderate interval where you would select your shots and work more on your technique, head movement, And then you would finally follow that up with 30 seconds of power shots, throwing everything you have into every single punch. The goal of the 30-30 drill is to complete a total of 15 minutes while incorporating as few breaks and low intensity intervals as possible. The next way to burn more fat from your cardio workouts is to incorporate incline or hill training. For each degree of incline, you'll burn about 10% more calories than you would if you were running at the same speed for the same amount of time on a flat surface. Treadmills, stair climbers, and ellipticals, for example, offer you a way to do cardio at an incline angle to make the workout more intense. It'll allow you to incorporate more of your glutes as well as your back muscles and to ultimately burn more calories. This method is especially helpful for those of you that may not be able to run because it's too difficult for you or because it irritates your joints. Walking on the treadmill isn't much of a workout, but if you add in enough of an incline, it'll feel like you're hiking up a mountain. The big mistake that you'll want to avoid, though, is inclining the treadmill to the point where you have to hold on to it for dear life. I see so many people making this mistake where they're walking at an incline angle with both their arms locked out, tightly gripping onto the treadmill. By holding on, you're taking away a lot of the benefits, especially for your glutes and your lower back. When you need an occasional break, you can hold on for like 30 seconds, but make sure you set the incline to an angle that you can handle for the majority of the workout without holding on, or you can do this for intervals just like the 30-30 drill. So you might do 30 seconds of a high incline angle and then lower it back down to flat for another 30 seconds. Let's move on to the next method, which is to incorporate kettlebells. ACE, or the American Council on Exercise, published an article with the headline saying that kettlebells could provide twice the results in half the time. And this article was completely backed up by scientific research. Their study found that the average person can burn 400 calories in just 20 minutes with a kettlebell workout. That's 20 calories burnt per minute, or the equivalent of running a 6-minute mile. Kettlebells can help you combine the best of both worlds, resistance training and cardio. Combining exercises like long cycles, kettlebell swings, and kettlebell front squats can provide you a great fat burning workout. It's also a very functional way to work out and uses a lot more stabilizer muscles than traditional weight training. This creates a workout that simulates the way that you move in real life, giving you more applicable strength gains. To burn a whole lot of calories, all you need is a 30-minute kettlebell workout. Or if you want to spend less time, you can combine a couple exercises into circuits for a 15-minute high-intensity interval training workout using the kettlebells. For the last tip, I want to give you guys a couple ways that you can make your LISS, or your low-intensity steady-state cardio sessions, better for fat loss. Because so far, we've mostly discussed methods that involve high-intensity interval training for short durations, but there are some simple tweaks you can make to burn more calories from your longer duration cardio sessions as well. One simple tweak for running longer distances like 5 to 7 miles is to run outside instead of running on a treadmill. Running outside will burn more calories because the ground doesn't move under you the way that it does on a treadmill. If you're running on a flat surface on a treadmill, you're mostly just catching your body weight, switching from one foot to the other. On the other hand, when you're running outside, not only do you have to catch yourself, not only do you have to catch your body weight, but you also have to push off with each step. Not only does this burn more calories, but it also incorporates more of your posterior lower body muscles like your glutes and your hamstrings. Again, on the treadmill, you can increase the incline to get the same type of effect. Another thing you can do for longer duration cardio is engage in full body cardio workouts. Examples of this include things like boxing workouts and using the elliptical. As much as I've hated the elliptical in the past, it's still a great multi-joint cardio exercise that allows you to burn quite a bit of calories, but only if you do it right. So many people use the elliptical at a very low resistance level and they just go as fast as possible. Doing it like this makes it very easy to keep moving purely off of momentum. If you want an effective elliptical workout, focus more on increasing the resistance to the point where you're using a minimal amount of momentum rather than focusing on the speed. To burn the most calories from longer duration cardio sessions, you should also know what machines burn the most amount of calories. Obviously, this does highly depend on the intensity that you can handle on each machine, but one study compared the Airdyne bike, a cross-country skiing simulator, a stair stepper, rowing, cycling, and the treadmill, only to find that the treadmill came on top for energy expenditure. So just keep that in mind when choosing your cardio machine. My personal favorite cardio machines are the stair climber, the rowing machine, and the treadmill. That's it, guys. I really hope this video has helped you out. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can be notified whenever I release more free tips and tricks just like these. Also, as always, I want to remind you guys that to burn fat, you can't ignore your diet and only focus on exercise. Diet plays one of the biggest roles in the fat loss process. For that reason, I have a simple, done-for-you approach that will involve no trial and error on your part, and on average, it has my clients losing a minimum of 20 pounds or 5% of their body fat in only 6 weeks. It comes with a customized diet plan based on your weight, your goals, and your gender. It also comes with a 42-day workout plan with access to a full video exercise library, so you always know exactly what you're doing and how you're doing it. This is available both in-home and at the gym. And you'll also get an accountability coach to mentor you and guide you through the entire program. The best part is that if you can commit to completing this 6-week challenge from day 1 to day 42 with no cheating and no quitting, not only will you absolutely be amazed by the results that you get from following a plan like this with consistency, but you'll also get the whole challenge for free. To find out more, you can click the link in the description, or you could visit my website directly at gravitytransformation.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.
Pump it.